Hey guys, so I don't usually do mukbangs or mukbangs, whatever they're called, but I have some dinner that I'm eating, which is leftover Chinese food from last night. And I kind of had some stuff that I wanted to talk about, so I hope you don't mind that I will eat some rice and some orange chicken while I am talking to you guys. So last night, my godmother and I actually went to this presentation. And it's at the college that I'm going to be doing pre-med at. And it was about, it was a Native American dance company. And if you guys didn't know, I am Native American. Whether I look Native American to you or not, that's part of what I wanted to talk about. But anyways, this presentation we went to last night was a Native American dance company, and they were basically telling like cultural stories, sharing cultural information, and doing traditional dance. So anyway, I just found it really interesting. Like, some of the stories that they were telling really got me emotional. And at one point, one of the presenters was talking about how we all, like the whole globe, the human race, need to look out for each other because of everything that's going on. And he was talking about how it used to be more of a focus on like the younger generations looking out for the elder generations, but now he feels like everybody needs to be looking out for each other because of everything that's going on in the world. So as he was saying that, he brought up a couple of other things regarding like tribal identity and things like that. And it really got me thinking about some hate that I've received in the past when I have made videos talking about my own cultural background, because people say that I don't look Native enough. Or that I couldn't be Native because I don't look Native. When in reality, Natives look like everybody. And not to mention that our bloodlines have gotten thinned down to the point where, you know, there's people who have blonde hair and blue eyes that are Native. And I am doing a Native language program through the tribe that my grandfather was a member of. And I'm also looking through like my whole background to try to find more information so that I can actually become an enrolled member of the tribe, because like between like with the information that I have right now, because information is kind of hard to find on some of these, like going back way far. It's hard to kind of like find records, if that makes sense, for your ancestors. And you need to be able to tell the tribal enrollment department who your ancestors were so that they can verify that you have enough blood quantum to be able to get a tribal enrollment card. So when I went there in June to tribal enrollment, they told me that I have 7 30 seconds and I need 8 30 seconds, which would be 1/4, to get my tribal card, and since then, I have been really focusing on like genealogy and looking up information. Because I didn't have like a lot of information that I could go off of. And it just really frustrates me that like people say you don't look Native enough. So there's been times when I feel like I don't belong anywhere because I don't identify as a white person, because I am a Native person. So like when they ask you what race you are, I always have put Native American because I am Native American. And obviously you could fight with me over that too, because everybody's a little bit white. I feel like, at least when it comes to Native background, because as you know, interracial relationships and things like that did happen. So I don't know. This is water, by the way. But I just feel like it is really annoying when you're trying to find out cultural information or like information about cultural traditions and people want to get all angry and say that you don't look Native or you're not Native because you don't look Native enough. I am Native, you know, like I don't know how to prove to you that I'm Native other than the fact that I'm a descendant of a tribal member. I'm a descendant of a chief, you know, like a well-known chief in regards to the tribe that I'm trying to become a member of. And it's just really frustrating, you know, that you even have to prove things like that. Like, I get it. And I'm not trying to join the tribe for any financial reasons. I'm joining the tribe because I want a sense of community. I want to know more about my culture. I want to know the traditions. I want to learn the language, which is why I'm learning the language. You know, I want to be able to connect with people that are like me, that, you know, belong to the tribe that my grandpa belonged to. Like, I don't know. It was a really good presentation and performance. There were a lot of people that took pictures. I didn't want to take pictures. I wanted to just enjoy the moment. So I don't have any pictures to share or anything like that. I just enjoyed the performance. Sorry, I'm stirring this because I had to put a little soy sauce on it. Because my godmother and I went yesterday to the performance, and it was in a town that's about an hour away from us. So we went early, and we stopped at Joann Fabrics, and we went to Harbor Freight, and then we went to go find something to eat, and we came across this Chinese restaurant that we had never been to before, and we decided to try it. And my godmother had her hip replaced in June, so she's still like very cautious about that. And you know, we wear masks everywhere, and we don't feel comfortable eating like in restaurants. We prefer to take it out. So we were going to get takeout, which is what we did. We did get takeout, and our plan was to go sit in the park and eat our dinner. Well, this Chinese restaurant didn't give us napkins. They didn't give us utensils to eat with. And because of that, I didn't eat anything. My godmother ate a little bit of her sesame chicken and her rice. But, like, she made her own little spoon out of the little, like, Chinese takeout boxes. She tore the edge off and, like, bent it so that she could use it as a spoon. I didn't want to get all messy before the performance, so I chose not to eat. I had a few pieces of chicken when we got home last night around 10:30, or 10 o'clock, somewhere around there. We got home last night because the performance was at 7. Didn't get over until almost 9 o'clock, so I was starving by the time I got home. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video because it is kind of long. Sorry you couldn't enjoy me eating all of my Chinese food. I feel like it's kind of nice to be able to chit chat with you guys, even though obviously you can't respond while I'm doing it, but you can respond to the video. But anyways, let me know if you feel like you have ever been kind of in limbo where you feel like you don't belong in one area or group, but then you also feel like you don't belong in the other group. Like you just feel like you don't really belong anywhere. Because that's kind of how I've been feeling lately. But anyways, if you liked this kind of video, I could always do this another time. If you like chit chat type videos, it doesn't necessarily have to be me eating while we're chit chatting, but just let me know. Anyways, I will talk to you guys in my next video.